Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Today I'm going to start a new little series on old school tips and techniques. And I'm an old school drummer. I come from way back. I first started playing drums in 1963. Yes, I am that old. I had my first lot of formal training in 1969, and so I've been playing drums ever since then, and so it's been a while. Anyway, I was asked a couple of weeks ago by a person who actually we were talking about things, and he asked me, "What does the little screw thing on my hi-hat stand do?" I'll just bring this stand forward so you know what I'm talking about. This little screw mechanism, what is it for? What purpose does it serve? And so I was talking to him and explained, and which I'll do now on this video. I'll put some symbols on here. So I've actually screwed this one up a fair bit just to show you an acute angle of how this cymbal sits. So it's not sitting flat like so. By actually screwing that little thing up, it brings the bottom plate up onto an angle, which causes the bottom hi-hat to sit on an angle. I'll just throw the top one on. And what that actually does by having that angle, and actually while I'm at it I might as well explain a little bit about how I run my hi-hats. I've got this on an acute angle. I would normally have that not so acute, but we'll leave it at that for now. But when you set up your top hi-hat, make sure when you got your bottom one on an angle that the high side, there's a gap between the two hi-hats cymbals. If it's touching, you're not really getting the full effect of what you probably would want. Now, getting back to why that little screw is on the hi-hat stand, and what's the purpose of the cymbal, the bottom cymbal being sitting on an angle. It's all about air movement. When your bottom cymbal is on an angle, your hi-hats touch and come together in a staggered sort of motion. So it's not all coming down and dropping flat straight onto it. It's hitting the bottom cymbal and it's causing this movement. And with that movement, what happens is it actually helps to push the air out from between the cymbals in a much more efficient way. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, it's simple. When you have a more efficient movement of air escaping from within the two cymbals, it actually enhances the crispness and the chip, in a sense, of the hi-hat cymbal. These guys here, this is a big set. These are 15-inch, so they're not really bright, and I mean they are bright, but not like if you had a set of 12-inch or 13-inch hi-hats. But by putting it on that angle, it actually helps to create much more chip, in a sense. So that's the main reason why you have that little screw thing on the bottom of your hi-hat stand. Now, some of the drummers watching this video, I'm assuming most of you already knew that, but hopefully there'll be more people like the guy that asked me the question a couple of weeks ago that weren't aware of. That's the reason why. So when you get your hi-hat stand, make sure you've got that little screw screwed up a bit so your bottom is sitting on an angle so it's not flat, and make sure on the upside you still have a gap between the two cymbals. Don't have them touching. Another thing about hi-hat stands and hi-hat cymbals, a lot of people, when they put their clutch, this is the part that screws into the top cymbal, a lot of people put it on and then screw the bottom up really tight so your cymbal's really rigid. I personally, and it's a personal thing I suppose more than anything, and it's an old school thing, all the old jazz guys did it this way. Way I have mine is actually quite loose, so you may be able to see there, my cymbal just floats around. It's not rigid. And actually the clutch that I'm using on this is a Tama clutch, and it's It's a great little clutch. One of the things it has on top is it doesn't have a felt like a standard clutch. It has this little plastic thing, and it's only got 2 little points where it touches the cymbal. So it actually allows it to resonate a lot more. And also on the bottom of this one, it actually has a quick sort of clip off technique. So it's not like a little screw on, I just push the button and it pops off. And it has that memory of it being exactly where it is. And it's very quick to set up and play. So that's a little bit about that little thing on your hi-hat stand, a little bit about how to set up your hi-hats. As you can see, when I hit this, you'll see the top cymbal moving around. So, I hope this information's been helpful to at least one person out there. As I said, a lot of drummers probably already were aware of what that little screw thing was on your hi-hat and how to set up your hi-hat cymbal in the old school way. But if not, hopefully you learned something today. If you like the information I give out on these videos, please do subscribe to my channel, and also click the little bell so you get notified of upcoming or future uploads. And also, if you know another drummer that actually you think would be interested in the information I'm giving out on these channels, on my channel, please get them to subscribe as well. And finally, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer, I suppose, forte, my area of drumming really is, 50s, 60s style, swing blues, jump blues, shuffle blues, from all parts, Chicago, down south, Mississippi, all those styles of sort of drumming. And so if you have any questions in regards to that, just put a question down the bottom of any of my videos, and I'll go through and check them out and do my best to answer them. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and once again, happy drumming and happy hi-hatting. See ya.